just one. Now tell them racist sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to know where the next food coming from. Sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to know where the next food coming from. Sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to hear where the next food comes. Anytime you bounce up a racist and you hear them running them out, it have a whole set of people don't care what they talking about. A racist is someone living happy and all their family doing well. So race talk is really not for people in the ghetto catching hell. Now tell them racist sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to hear where the next food coming from. Get up early next morning, go down in the 10 days yard. You'll see so much different type of people line up with the ID card. Or visit my village called Talparo, where they ain't get no water for years. People don't know the race, yes they don't know the color. With a bucket sit down shedding tears. Now tell them racist sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to hear where the next food coming from. visit the General Hospital, and I know that you would be shocked to see so much different race of people line up waiting on the dock. Or pay a visit to the 8th ward, where they find no cure as yet. People don't know the race, yes they can't remember the color. All they know is that they're facing death. Now tell them racist sufferers don't care a bucket, sit down, shedding tears. No, tell them racist sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from tongue. Sufferers only want to hear where the next food coming from. Visit the General Hospital, and I know that you would be shocked to see so much different race of people line up waiting on the dock. Or pay a visit to the 8th ward, where they ain't find no cure as yet. People don't know the race, yes they can't remember the color. All they know is that they're facing death. Now tell them racist sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from tongue. Sufferers
check, check.
People line up with the ID card or visit my village called Talparo where they ain't get no water.
Okay, folks, Victor is close to the studio. He's just in a little traffic in Gasparilla, about 5 minutes away.
No, tell them racists sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from tongue. Sufferers only want to hear where the next food coming from. Visit the General Hospital, and I know that you would be shocked to see so much different race of people line up waiting on the dock or pay a visit to the 8th ward where they ain't find no cure as yet. People don't know the race, yes they can't remember the color. All they know is that they're facing death. Now tell them racist sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from tongue. Sufferers only want to hear where the next food coming from. A racist is someone who have something that they want to protect. So they would always keep on talking.
Right, so Victor is in the studio. Stay tuned any minute now.
But poor people, we have nothing. Don't know where the next meal coming from. So I want you to go and to tell all them racists, suffering makes us one. Now tell them racist sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate
Blessing, welcome, blessing, welcome to each and every one. Welcome to Facts Not Fiction. We do apologize for the late start here this afternoon, but it was as a result of unforeseen circumstance, something that we had no control over. I think that there's an accident somewhere on the southbound, and we were tied up in traffic from as far as Kuva Children's Hospital, coming down the road. And I'm talking about literally creeping traffic. But nevertheless, we are here after a hectic day. And after we have run up, down, sideways, center, flip backward 3 times, flip in the air 15 times, and then finally things happen. So I want to welcome you first of all, regionally, locally, internationally. This is the program where you get the truth. We give you it raw, without clothes, truth without clothes, naked truth, that is. Because in order for truth to remain truth, you cannot dress it up, you cannot paint it up. It has to be naked truth, and that is what you get here. You know, coming down, while I doesn't really listen to Keith Rowley, sometimes I have to listen to him indirectly. I listen to him through social media sometime after a day or two. But I was fortunate today to be in the company of a good friend of mine. And he was listening to the press conference, and so I eavesdropped a little bit to hear what this man had to say. And while you could fool some of the people, sometimes you could never fool all the people every time. But it seems as though that Keith Christopher Rowley has what you call footworks. And not only footworks, but he has mouthworks too. Because I could never believe that a prime minister of any country could fool their citizens so long, speaking into their hearing that he cares so much about their well-being, their safety, and their security. And to the end of it all, it is nothing but hot air that convinces the hearts of the simple. And when the heart of the simple is convinced, then you get what you can describe as a body of individuals who would respond and accept nothing. They live with nothing. They have nothing. But yet they believe everything that comes out of the mouth of Keith Rowley. Keith Rowley was instrumental so many times, bringing to your doorstep your own demise. But yet to the end of it all, you people still glory in the folly of a prime minister who have demonstrated blatant disrespect to you, the people who prop him up, the people who lift him up, the people who have him sitting there, while your lives, ladies and gentlemen, continue to deteriorate and to go down the drain, yet to the end of it, you will jump and shout, and you will pack maxis, and you will sit down in van and taxis, and any form of transportation that is available to go somewhere quite up in Toko to listen to a prime minister stand up and talk a pack of rubbish that convince you, the people, that he have your interests at heart. Stand up and introduce to you what the PNM is commonly known for. And yet you would rejoice. You rejoice. It matters not if you are to go and beg businessmen to full a maxi, get a maxi, help all the pay a passage. Some all going up Sandy Gandhi and all hungry, all are nothing to eat. All the belly crying like a little baby with raw milk. But yet to the end of the day, all you stand up and listen. The rubbish that Rowley will spew into your hearing that have you living in the condition that you are in today. And when that is not satisfying to you, which he knows, then he pull what they call the race card and he start to speak about them people and the opposition and Kamala and this one and that one. And you know what? All you feel happy. All you feel good. Yeah, Rowley fix she good. Rowley get she good. But while Rowley fix she and get she good, all you still hungry and in nothing. You could understand that? You could understand that, ladies and gentlemen. While you will stand up and ray and scream for Rowley, and while you enjoy the idiotic talk, when he talk about flea-laden and lice covering Rodney Charles, or they will ray and laugh and kiki. That's what they like. All they're happy. All you're happy. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrain. I want to speak to the mothers, and in case it was closing your fridge door and you didn't hear it, the government is not closing down Petrotrain. And 2 weeks after, Espany say all will exit the company. All, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, all exit the company. And today, all you're living below the poverty level, and yet all you still glory in the folly of Keith Rowley and the idiotic rubbish that he speak from time to time into your hearing, convincing you that you are the foundation of a party that doesn't even have your interests at heart, and all you rejoice in that. How dotish could people be in this country? I hear Rowley stand up today and convince you, because he convinced someone, you know, that he have no knowledge of what went on in Barbados. No knowledge. He don't have no knowledge about that. You understand? And he threw the police and Ola Christopher and all of them under the front wheel of the bus. And the reason why he didn't throw them under the back wheel is because I feel in my heart that he believes that when you pass, the back wheel pass over you, it just flattens you and that's the end of the story. But he threw them in under the front wheel just to make sure that the back wheel pass over them. And then on top of that, he stand up and he tell you that he have applied for some kind of holiday. Some kind of holiday. Actually, I want to go back to that shooting that we played last night for these people in this country. He tell you that he had applied sometime long before to go on a holiday. I want to know if he applied to go on that holiday before 2022. Because when you sit as a prime minister and in 2022 you had a severe increase in murder where you count 600 plus, which is enough for you, your national security minister, and your whole government to crash in the dot that we call Trinidad and Tobago, which is an iota of the world. To the end of the day, we have 7 persons killed within less than 24 hours and 6 more wounded as a result of gun violence. And your prime minister telling you that he going to Barbados for a weekend to meet friends and to enjoy some of the best golf course in the world, while your children blood run like dog at the side of the road, within the drains, within the pay fields, within the vehicles, within the asphalt. Your children within the bars, with over the pool table. Your family is being shut down like dogs, but your prime minister have the audacity to stand up and tell you today that he going for a holiday. Watch this.
Watch Mato. You seen Mato?
Watch this. Actually bring it back. Because like the people of this country ain't understand what happening. Bring it back. Let us see what going on actually. A man hiding under a pool table for his life. Watch. A man probably sipping a beer and playing a game of pool under some relaxation. And watch. Watch.
Jump on the man, eh?
Try to jump from saddles. He seem late too.
Watch Trinidad and Tobago.
Watch here. Watch Mato. You seen Mato? Swallow.
Rowley, run it actually. Take off that and run Rowley's statement now. What he want Trinidad and Tobago to know.
Was the chill.
Hey,
A few months ago,
yeah, but
that
sir,
during this
jump
year,
on the man, eh?
I planned to take a vacation. I have not done so. The best I could have done was to ask for a long weekend in Barbados. So, on the 14th of April, I took a decision sometime early at Easter time. I took a decision that I'll take this weekend off and go to Barbados with some friends to meet some friends. The ticket for that trip was purchased on the 14th of April. The decision was taken well before that, long before you were in the news. And as a result of what I've done, I have a ticket in my pocket. I leave here tomorrow morning for Barbados. I'll be in Barbados for the weekend. And I know if I didn't tell you that.
So he going to Barbados to do what? He tell you that he going to Barbados to meet some friends and to enjoy some of the best golf course in the world. But while he will be eating shrimps and drinking scotch, you going to be eating biscuit and drinking coffee, because that is the commonly known meal for the wake that all you will be having, while he safe, because he ain't going Barbados without his special branch and his security detail, you know. He going to be safe in Barbados, eating shrimps, drinking scotch, while you eating biscuit and drinking coffee and mourning the death of your loved ones. And this is what you supports in this country. Because I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, the country is in crisis. The National Security Minister, together with the best golfer and the National Security Minister, haven't got a clue as how to protect you and to keep you safe. But it seems as though that once you have a PNM, once you are a PNM, you doesn't care about safety. Once you are a PNM, you ain't care about the life of your family. Once you folks supports the PNM, all you don't even care if all your mother, father, brother, sister, or all your children that go into secondary or primary school, or going to a play park to have some fun, all you doesn't care if their lives is grabbed out of their bodies. Because Keith Christopher Rowley could never ever stand up and tell this country that he cares about the safety and security, when in something that he and Hines and Stuart Young describe. You know what they describe it as? They describe crime worse than COVID-19. They call it a health what? All you can remember? All you can remember? It is these individuals that stood up on the media within press conferences and press releases, and they tell you that crime is worse than COVID-19 in my words. That is what they tell you. And today, while we are in a crisis in this country, your prime minister saw it fit to convince you that he bought a ticket so long that he have to go to Barbados to meet some friends and play some golf, while you would only have a candle in your hand, something that cannot be compared as that golf club that Rowley have in his hand. While he will be having fun and laughing, you will be in Trinidad mourning and crying. That is where we are. That is where we are in this country. And the sycophants who would remain silent, those who get in some sort of wealth from the public purse, those who receive their grants probably before Rowley left or before Rowley leave tomorrow morning, those of you who we expect has the responsibility, whether you are a church leader, a pastor, what have you. I wanted us to deal with the Archbishop here today, but I will leave that for after the march. I wanted to deal with the Archbishop today, but I will leave that for after the march. But all of them, even those whatever you call them, me know they get that title from, Archbishop or Archshop or whatever you want to call them. But all of these individuals who would expect will stand up and speak out and cry on behalf of those who die and the wounded and those whose homes are being invaded on a daily basis. All of them dumb and quiet. All of them have nothing to say. You know why? Because all of them put together is a bunch of PNM fanatics. And I make no apology. I don't care what you call yourself. You could call yourself reverend, you could call yourself pastor, you could call yourself bishop, deacon, you could call yourself mother, father, whatever you want to call yourself. Some all is hypocrites. Hypocrites to the Creator. Because the Creator gave all your responsibility to stand for the poor, the oppressed, and the downtrodden. But in Trinidad and Tobago, it seems as though that the religious bodies in this country, they are more supportive of the action of Rowley and the PNM than to stand in the gap for the poor, the downtrodden, and the oppressed in this country. That is what we are seeing. Well, in 2010, between 2015, all they was prancing and talking.
I send emails to them outlining the march. So suppose they show up tomorrow.
Archie, we sent emails and letters and invitation to them before. We sent all of that to them before. And what happened? We had about 2 or 3 organizations responding. What happened to the rest? What happened to the rest? They don't care about Trinidad and Tobago. They don't care about Trinidad and Tobago. They care about the money that they get from the PNM. They don't care how much people die in this country as a result of a lack of policies, vision, and understanding how to fix the crime problem in this country. They don't care about that. What they care about is that the grants that they will get from the PNM, that is what they care about. They don't care how much members in their organization fall victims to crime. And how many fell victim already. They didn't care about that. What they care about is what they could receive from the PNM. And that is why the country today, that is why we are in this situation. Because we have the wrong set of people standing up as leaders in this country who in dictatorial, autocratic. That is the kind of behavior you're getting in this country. That is what you're getting. We have the wrong set of leaders in authority in this country.
What about the media?
Well, I ain't talking about the media yet. I will come to them just now. Let me deal with the leaders first. Some of the leaders in this country, they are more wicked than the criminals who really pull the trigger and murder their brother, their sister, and somebody family. Worse. Because it seems as though that all people consider and what people care about in this society is to be in a position. To be in a position. That is what people care about. I want to be here. I want to be there. And if you really examine the heart and the mind, you will realize that some of them want to be everywhere. That is what we faced with in this country. You look at Foster Cummins. Look at Foster Cummins. Look at all the allegations. The minister of youth, you know. The minister of the young people, you know. The minister of the future generation, you know. So if you have people in positions with allegations of corruption, with allegations of misbehaving in public office, what you're doing with these people in positions, what you're doing in people with all these allegations in these positions, he's a minister. He's a minister. When you examine the PNM, you will see some of the greatest set of human traffickers come out from the bowels of the PNM. Some of the greatest. The most experienced human traffickers come out from the bowels of the PNM. I know that there is allegations against others, you know. I know, don't feel it, you know. You don't have to tell me and you don't have to remind me. I know that there is allegations against other people. A matter of fact, I know there is even allegations against some within the party that I support. Don't feel me, you know that. But the greatest set of human traffickers, the greatest set of criminals came out from the bowels of the PNM. And when you have these people coming out from the bowels of crime, human trafficking, and you place them in government to conduct the same trade and the same business that they conduct, what do you expect in this country? What do you expect in this country? You have government officials who is involved with gang leaders, government officials who is running up and down with the underworld, government officials who calling shots. But you know what? Who is not minister? Who not here? Who not there? Who not everywhere? What kind of allegations against Keith Rowley? I could count on my 2 hands and my 2 foot the amount of allegations against Keith Rowley. Whether he's selling meat in Barbados, I don't know. Whether he and his partner have a sheep farm and he giving his partner contract, I don't know. Whether he get 400,000 off on some house, that I know. That I know. That I know. I know that one. Whether he balancing with Tom, Dick, Harry, Lucy, Patsy, James, Dolly, whoever, all those allegations. Interference in the legal system. Allegations of breaching the Constitution. All those allegations. But you know what? He sits in the chair as Prime Minister, bold-facedly, brass-facedly, right there. He sit there and doesn't care what all you think or what you feel, what all you say or what you do. Doesn't care. And all you want to know what is going on in this country. What is wrong with this country? That you all want to know. What is wrong with this country is something that is wrong with all you. The problem starts with all you because all you support that. That is what all you supporting. Where are we going from here, Trinidad and Tobago? Where are we going from here? How much more must die? Who sing that song, Archie? slip my brain. How many more must die? It was under the apartheid, I think that song came out. How many more must die? How many more? You remember that song? That is where we are in Trinidad and Tobago. Every day we waking up, expect, people, what's a new thing now? Every time somebody jump up in the morning, how much dead last night, boy? I want to welcome Kiel Tacklalsingh to the studio. That is a big, big question. Every time you wake up in the morning, how many death we had last night, boy? I tell you, it's worse than COVID. But your prime minister leaving here to go and have a time in Barbados to play golf and to enjoy himself while you is unsafe. While I am telling you, some family going to cry tomorrow because the loved one will be. The loved one going to be. The loved one will die between tonight and tomorrow. That is reality. Some family going to be crying in the morning because a loved one gets shot. That is where we are. We can safely predict by tomorrow, being Friday, we will have a few people going on dead tomorrow. The question, is it you? Is it you? And that you can't answer. You go fool yourself and try to answer. Watch this. Archie played back. I feel them miss it. They hear the gunshot. I was talking. We taking calls early, you're not afraid. Caller, just hold your hand. Watch this video, caller. Hold your hand. Watch these men. Watch them. Go ahead, caller. Now tell me something, Trinidad and Tobago. Tell me something. Tell me something. Kyle will be joining me in the next few minutes. Welcome, caller.
Yes, this is Silver Fox here. How many more must die? That is you.
Yes.
Right? That is you.
Thank you, Fox.
I asked a question here today. I asked a question here. I want to understand if the mothers in Trinidad, the mothers who bear the children for 9 months, is sitting down and taking this and clapping for Rowley. Like they don't care about their children, they don't care about themselves. You go through all that pain. When that child comes, you had so much joy to see that child. No your child, no government. This government is not even protecting you, your child, nobody. You're on your own. We on our own. And all just sitting there as mothers and don't even coming out. All mothers should be on the street even before Victor. All they should be on the street to save all the children. What is happening? We in Ukraine, we in Russia. What is wrong with the people of Trinidad and Tobago? We're sleeping. We are getting up from the sleep. We want a king come and kiss me, sleeping beauty. Oh God, Trinidad, what is happening to us? We wasn't that people before. What is wrong with we, boy? Right now we eating the bread the devil need. Rowley's the devil. The devil come from Tobago. And asking all the people in Trinidad from now on, please don't vote no Tobagonian in office. Don't vote no Tobagonian to be above no other. Tobagonians is not good people. We are smile with you and then we'll hamper you. Look what's going on.
Fox,
we put Fallon power. Fallon meet with Rowley. Tobagonians catching their tail. We catching with tail up here too.
Fox.
We don't know what's going on with this fella. He's not standing up. He's not standing up for us.
Oh, Fox.
We had the same problem like Trinidad. We gonna have to come out somehow. We will have to take the street in Tobago. We have to fight back. We didn't vote. We vote for PDP. We didn't vote for that next party. Something is wrong with Tobagonians. Something is wrong with Tobagonians. I think slavery how we saw. Something is wrong. Totally wrong. Thank you.
Thank you, Fox. What Fox I'm worried about talk as she take me down there. Fox I'm worried about talk. I'm worried about talk all Tobagonian, you know, Fox. Do bad talk all Tobagonian, Fox. Because we have a good Tobagonian over here, you know, Jolene John. So do bad talk all Tobagonian. Alright? So don't say all of them ain't good, right, Fox? I ain't standing with you with that one, right, Fox? We have a good one, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, the reality in Trinidad and Tobago is that the country is out of control, and you are now called, you, the citizens, are now called to stand up to the plate and to make a difference where we would ensure that every minister of government be held accountable and they must be responsible for every shortcoming, for every lack. You know, long time your parents used to say is suffering from lakadu. Archie might be able to tell you what lakadu mean, but I can't tell you. But you will have to hold them account. We can no longer sit idly by and are waiting for Kyle to come to the head table to raise some points. We cannot sit down. Your prime minister does not care about you. Rowley doesn't care about you. No prime minister who is caring will leave his or her country at this point and go to another country, not on official business according to him, but on pleasure to meet some friends and play some golf. While the golf ball flying on the turf in Barbados, gunshot flying through your head in Trinidad. That is where we are. Welcome, caller.
Hi, Victor. I just want to say that I look at Rowley today. He was speaking before he go on his holiday. The country's in crisis. People are dying every day. And he just doesn't give one hoot. He's just going and enjoy himself. He spoke nothing today about the crime. It's so sad because my background is Trinidadian, but I am Canadian. And I still have connection there. And it's just mind-boggling to see a country is gone through. Why doesn't Rowley do what El Salvadorian president did? Pick them up, throw them in jail. Have the country under a state of emergency and let people live normally. He doesn't care. Heinz doesn't care. It's all about Rowley and his friends. And everybody just suffers. It's better off that you're in prison, because that's the kind of life you live in Trinidad now. You are locked up. There's no more freedom. How long is this going to go on, Victor?
Thank you, Kola.
Thank you.
This man have no compassion. This man have no caring attitude about the population. You could leave a country in a state like this and go for a weekend. You decided to take a long weekend. In this state of affairs in your country, Trinidad and Tobago, at this point in time, we have 6 people dead last night, gone down like dog by the side of the road. I don't know much dead today as yet. But yet your prime minister tell you publicly, stand up bold-faced, brass-faced, and tell you that I going to enjoy myself with a couple of friends, and I going and play some golf on the best golf course. While he's swinging golf, men swinging bullets. While he laughing and enjoying himself, you home crying. And all you so dotish. All you may still very well put him back to punish all this some more. I want to welcome Kiel Tacklalsingh to the head table. Welcome, my brother.
Brother, long day.
Just do a little final adjustments on the camera, don't worry. Yeah, we looking good there, and if we looking good, we good looking. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give this man a round of applause within the precincts of your home. I want you to understand that Mr. Kiel Tacklalsingh from Sovereign Chamber, let me tell you something. This man can be compared to any senior counsel in this country. Mark why telling all you today. This man can be compared to any senior counsel in this country, and there is much more I will say at the appropriate time about Kiel Tacklalsingh. I want to tell you today, because of the tireless, skillful act of Kiel Tacklalsingh, I am happy to announce here this afternoon that permission was granted for us to hold that public march on Saturday the 6th from Aranguez, Savannah, straight down to Port of Spain. Give Kiel Tacklalsingh another round of applause. Don't afraid, give him that round of applause.
I will give him that fully well, Mr. Gentleman.
Welcome, caller.
For that hard work that he has been done for us to march from the 6th, from Aranguez, Savannah to Port of Spain. Kiel Tacklalsingh, good night to you.
That's the man. That's the man.
I'll give you a big round of applause. Victor Roberts, the best to you. This is your friend speaking to you.
Yes, sir.
Archie, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Kiel, I appreciate 100% what you have been done for us to be walking from Aranguez. I'll be walking on the side of you, Kiel.
Yes, of course. Of course, my brother.
And walk with your sign and your placard and your...
So the number to call is 373-5488. It has the screen. Archie will put it a little bigger for you as we go along, because I know plenty of you complaining Archie has had the number too small.
I don't have that number already.
Right.
All the best to you all until Saturday.
Thank you, my brother. Kiel Tacklalsingh, ladies and gentlemen, were able to get that permission today for us. Let me tell you something. This approval, it wasn't an easy task.
Well, you have to also, I think a lot of it You have to thank some of the good police officers.
I comment to that.
Right.
I comment to that. It wasn't an easy task. It was hang up, hold up, shut down, buck down, wait, tomorrow, call back, one this, one that, one the other, one the other. That is what it was. And Kiel Tacklalsingh was on the ball, on the scene, letter after letter, telling the TTPS that we will take them to court if necessary. A matter of fact, while Kiel Tacklalsingh was framing up an injunction this afternoon, then we received the call. That the permission was granted. But Kiel did not just come secretly and decide to drop that injunction, you know. He sent a notice that he is prepared to go to court now in any emergency session to ensure that this permission was forthcoming, so that you, the citizens of the country, could have your say Saturday the 6th. We want to thank, I'm going to say a few, but I will take back that. It may be accurate, but I will still take it back. We want to thank the police officers who were very much instrumental in showing that this happens by those at the level who did their job and then send the document to be authenticated. We want to thank you. We know who you are and you know who you are. We would not be calling any names. We want to thank each and every one of you for what you have done today, with, most important, the man himself, in order that we can march on Saturday to send a message to the criminal element that we are no longer prepared to tolerate what is happening in our country, and to send a message to the Keith Rowley, the golfer. And I wonder if he choose to go and play golf because he telling himself we coming by EU office.
Well, I want to know what type of plane he took to go to Barbados. Was it a Defense Force plane? Or was it a Caribbean Airlines plane? Well, if it was a Defense Force plane, we could bring him back.
Well, I have intention talking to the same people who were able to provide that plane to go and bring back that gentleman to Trinidad, to see if I could get them to do the same, go through the same process and bring back Rowley here for him to face us here Saturday, please God. Rowley, you could run, but you can't hide. You running, don't run. Stand up and face the bowling. You're going for a long holiday. Like somebody within the service leaked the information where we're going to be going. And Rowley, like they tell you that part of your diplomatic center was part of the plan. They tell you that. They tell you we coming in front of your face. But run. You run. Kiel have more pen. He office have more paper. And we will always be applying again for another march at your doorstep. Because if all you can't deal with the crime situation, then always part of the problem. That was your words, Keith Rowley. You said that if a government cannot deal with the crime situation, then that government is part of the problem. I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago that Keith Rowley government is part of the problem according to his own admission. That is reality. Let me introduce Kiel Tacklalsingh.
Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you very much, everybody. I want to assure everybody that Victor is making it seem much more than it actually is. Yes, we had to do a lot of hard work, and unfortunately, we had to be prepared to go to court tonight if necessary. But I think good sense prevailed with a few letters and some coarse letters, but some letters nevertheless. And we were able to get the permission this afternoon, so everybody can come out and march free, knowing that you have police permission and knowing that it is your lawful right now to go out and exercise your constitutional rights to expression, constitutional right to freedom of association and political assembly.
Yeah.
Come out, march, protest, walk with your placards, let the government know that you are not happy with this crime situation. Let the criminals know that you will not be backing down, that you will be standing up against them.
You have a call, Arch? Yeah. Welcome, caller.
Good evening, Victor. Good evening to our great attorney, Mr. Kiel Tacklalsingh. Good evening to Archie.
Yes, good day, good day.
I want to say, our Prime Minister, I just call it, he is not a man that knows. Because he's running to Barbados because you want to come to march on Saturday. So he's running from all he was supposed to do, you know. He's running from it, you know. You went and ask him if you know anything about the Thomas business. He said he knows nothing about that. So I don't know if he lives in Trinidad or if he lives somewhere else. He ain't remember that. And you live right here. And I'll tell you something, Victor. You say he don't care about the people. He do not care about the people. He already done said to them, you don't tell me nothing. I set up an all of who hungry and who ain't hungry. So who there and who live. That's what he said. That's a caring Prime Minister? That's a caring Prime Minister? Oh my God. Anyway, you are blessed. Blessed day, and thank you very much, Mr. Tacklalsingh. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
No problem. Thank you for those comments. Yes, I find it strange that as soon as we got permission, or around the time we were getting permission, is around the time we heard that Dr. Rowley is going on a vacation. You know, so let's see what happens. I think that it's important that we all support this. This is one of the first marches like this for many years. And the last one I remember was the 500 march many years ago. But I think this is going to be a very big march as well. From Aranguez.
Yeah.
Political significance of Aranguez. I'm sure Archie could tell you about that. To Woodford Square.
Yeah.
Another political landmine. Another significant place in politics.
And Kyle, it is ideal because we are hosting this march on the 6th. And unfortunately, we are number 6 in the world as it relates to the crime, if I should say,
crime index, crime ratings.
The crime ratings. Yeah, we are number 6 in the world. Yeah. And welcome, caller.
Good night, comrade. Good night, also Mr. Tacklalsingh and Archie.
Right, comrades, we'll be taking all the calls short, please, because we have a lot of calls that we lost, all right? So, no disrespect, but we want people to call in and we want them to know that we have the permission and we're asking everybody to share it and let the people come out in the numbers on Saturday. So, go ahead, my brother. We lost him?
Yeah, no, on the line. Yeah, so, come on, this is where they try to frustrate the process. And when it comes, right? And it's good that now you come out and get permission. Then we see all who wanted to vent, and then we see the support the calls for the own self to save ourselves and moving forward, right? And we only say that here what's going on. He vexed with her because he say she answer with the man coming back from Barbados. But if you read his speech code and understand it, you see the kind of thing he doing. But he vexed. But this is a good step forward. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, caller. Next call, Archie. Right, so the number to call is 3735488. It's on the screen, and you can call and interrupt us at any time because we want to hear from you. Prepare your placards. Prepare our dress code. We are wearing whatever you have. This is not a political march. However, we would not treat you anyhow if that is what you have to wear, a political jersey. But this march is a people's march. This march is not a UNC march. This march is not a PNM march. This march is not a PDP march. It's not a PEP march. It is the People's March. And therefore, we are inviting the UNC, we are inviting the PNM, we are inviting the COP if it have, we are inviting the PDP, we are inviting the PEP, we inviting everybody. I have personally invited Philip Alexander, I have invited Winston Ragu, I have invited, welcome caller, we will interrupt ourselves anytime. Welcome caller, you go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Roberts.
Good day,
evening,
ma'am,
Mr.
Miss Santa Cruz.
Tacklalsingh and Archie, and to everybody out there. First of all, congratulations, Mr. Victor, on you receiving your diploma.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Congratulations on receiving the permission for us to march.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tacklalsingh, for working so hard to see that we got that permission.
Yes, he did.
And I owe all who was praying all the time. I was coming out and marching. Let me see what is going to happen.
Yes.
When Roger referred to Rowley as a lazy so-and-so, right? He gave vexed. Today he proved it. You can't tell me, as head of national security, you did the Security Council. You didn't know. You were in the dark as to what it is happening to Brent Thomas. But we are not stupid. You are not going there to play golf. You are going to try to pacify the situation. But it's going to catch up with you. You continue keeping us climbing from number 6. We're going up. We want to go ahead and end with the pandemic. Number 1 in the world, right? And look at how much murders. But you going on a jaunt. But you know that Kamala was hot foot. And the things going on in the country, Kamala flying out to go to Brazil to see football match. What you want to do? Roger, words are not falling on the ground. Thanks a lot, guys. And
Thank you, Miss Santa Cruz. Miss Santa Cruz, I stopped listening to them dotish talk with Rowley, and let me tell you why I stopped listening to them dotish talk. And I want to emphasize dotish talk. Pardon? Welcome, caller.
Very good evening to you, gentlemen. Hello?
Yes, caller. Welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I just tuned in and I got excited immediately. Where, when, what day, what time? Tell me now.
Right. So the match is Saturday, caller. Saturday the 6th, which is this Saturday. We are assembling at Woodford at Aranguez for 12:30, and we want to start the walk by 1 p.m.
Aranguez Savannah?
Yes, Aranguez Savannah will be gathering.
What time again, sir?
1 p.m.
We leave in 1 p.m., so we have to be there by 12:30.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful news. Kyle, have a good evening.
Thank you for the support, caller, and I look forward to seeing you there.
I will.
Thanks, Archie. I don't want to hear Rowley and that dotish talk, because let me tell you what I am not prepared to take. I am not prepared to take if one prime minister do something wrong, that another prime minister come and sit in the chair and using that as a benchmark, as an example, to do the same dotishness and tell us that this is happening because a former prime minister do it. I'm not taking that. You feel I will take any prime minister sitting in any chair after Keith Rowley and accept the dotishness that is going on in this country and try to justify it by saying that, look, Rowley used to do it, so it is all right. Something is wrong, it is wrong, it is not all right. And Trinidad and Tobago have to move away from this kind of dotish politics. We cannot no longer stand up, sit down, or lie down as you're doing and taking what Rowley doing and telling people that Kamala used to do that. I doesn't respond to idiots on Facebook when I put something out there and say, but Kamala used to do it too. So if Kamala did wrong, then I must now support the wrong because Kamala do it. Boy, look, let's get a life and get real and save my ears and my eyes with that dotishness that Rowley continue to speak, and the supporters, yeah, Kamala used to do it. Always a bunch of jokers. So let me get back to the point. I want to get hot this evening. I'm hot here, I'm excited for the job that Kyle did to get this document. But at the end of the day, this is an opportunity for you, the people. This is your opportunity. This is not Kiel Tacklalsingh victory, you know. This is your victory. What he did is on behalf of you, to give you the opportunity that you can express yourself according to our constitution. Am I right?
Correct. Very correct, yes.
That is what he did. And let me tell you something. He did it free of charge. Let me tell you that. He did it free of charge. He did it over his own free moral standing in this society. Because I, knowing Kiel Tacklalsingh for the while I around him, I understand that Kiel Tacklalsingh is a man who will put country first every time, all the time. Me, I don't sugarcoat that. Unlike some politicians who put the pocket first. They put the pocket first. Everything is from me, give me, I want, give me that. Give me. You understand? We are politicians, bad debt write-off, and in the same facility receive 14 million. That's what we reach to. And all I want to know why crime is what it is in this country. We have ministers who walk in and out the dusty window, and every time they walk out the cabinet meeting, millions of dollars in the pocket. We have attorneys who selling out this country for government briefs. Once they get money, they're happy. They don't care. We have a law association who support the lie that Reginald Amor told to the United States on Trinidad and Tobago behalf. Senior lawyers support that. And that is why I say that Kiel will be able to step and match up to any one of them senior attorneys. Anyone, anytime. You know why? Because Kiel Tacklalsingh have a moral principle. A moral principle. He have a code of ethics in the discharging of his duty. And that is what we want to see in government. We want to see that from Prime Minister down to the councillors on both sides of the aisle, whether it is PNM or whether it is UNC. We want integrity in public life. We don't want to have an integrity in public life act, and all the act that the politician act is contrary to that act. We want people to live up to a standard where the children would be able to emanate, where they can be mentors to my son Omar and other people's children, so that to the end of the day, Trinidad and Tobago can be a better place. That is what Kiel is standing up for. That is what he take night and make day for we to have that document, so that you could come out and tell the government that we're not accepting the level of criminality in the country. The business chambers, this is your opportunity. I want to see, you see, I want to really see what's going on Saturday, please God. And let me pull you on notice. I am going to be calling some names who I didn't see. I want you to remember that. I am going to be calling some names that I didn't see, that I didn't see. And let me put this out there one time. You know, if a group of people like to jump up and say that they wasn't invited. Well, I invite everybody. The same group who like to say Victor Roberts never invite them. I invite everybody. And you only know I'm not pelting stone and put my hand behind my back. When I pelt a stone, you know it's Victor Roberts pelted. That is what I like about myself. And it's not self-praise. When I pelt a stone, I ain't hiding my hand. I wait to see the stone coming for me. So I put in all your notice. All who feel they could boycott, and all who feel that this is an avenue for somebody to look better than them, I want you to know that this is an avenue to save Trinidad and Tobago from the level of criminality in our country. That is what this is about. This is not about Victor Roberts. And Kiel, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But if I'm right away, tell me I'm right too.
You're right. And I'm sorry to the viewers, a little low energy this evening. A little tired having dealing with this matter legally. But yes, I agree, it's not any time for selfishness. It's no time for people to play one-upmanship on each other and who could organize a better match and who this and who that. No. I think everybody needs to come out and send a signal. Home invasion is a very, very serious thing in this country. I know a lot of people, everybody I think going to sleep tonight, double and triple checking their locks, triple checking their doors because of the kind of horrific scenes that we're seeing where people running in bars and running in houses and all kind of thing. So everybody's living in a state of fear. We need for this government to take that serious. And the way to make a government know that the citizens are not happy with them is to have the population come out and demonstrate virulently, demonstrate very strongly that we need changes in our law, that we need better policy, that we need better decisions, we need a stronger, more well-equipped police service, we need a better Minister of National Security, whatever it is.
Welcome, caller.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yes, so I have a suggestion. Tomorrow is Friday and the match is Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So I would like the 41 constituency everyone tomorrow should send out a mic for about 2 hours and make that announcement about the match will be taking place on the 6th. And that will be 12,300. And I will pay that. My number come up there. Is a suggestion.
Say again, Archie, I didn't hear the last part. I say send out a mic.
I say send out 41 mics in every constituency and announce the march. And he will foot that bill.
That's right.
Thank you, caller.
Okay.
Well, I hope that our people are priming up the march in their areas. I know we have some hardworking MPs, and all of them must be interested in fighting crime, interested in fighting home invasion, interested in fighting human trafficking, interested in fighting all the ills of society.
So, caller, what I would like you to do, please, is after the program, can you give us a call? You could call my number, which is 316-4468. I'm watching Archie number on the phone. Or you can even call the same number on the screen after we close, and we will have a discussion on that. Right? Feel free. So my number is 316-4468. Archie may probably put it up there, and we do appreciate. And we will talk after, and we will try to see as much mics we could get out there. But of course, Kyle, that will have to be done with a certain amount of supervision, because you know Trinidadians. You know how the thing going right now. So call and we will talk about that after the program.
Yeah, I want to commend that caller, Victor, for showing support.
Yeah.
You know, those type of things that start to rally support and get people excited. And I want to let you know, without us even asking, a couple people came in and donated water towards the march.
Appreciate.
So, really, really appreciate that.
And I think we need some more water here, Archie. So anybody willing to volunteer and bring us some water when you're on your way, you could just let us know, so we will know that, look, we cater for X amount. But we are in a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where we are in a bad place, and this is your opportunity to do what you have to do. This is your opportunity to come out and send that message, because we just cannot have our citizens under this tremendous amount of pressure. Kyle today was telling me he was visualizing waking up in the middle of the night and waking up to 3 gunmen in your house. Remember, you was sharing that, and he was trying to. We have a caller. Come in, caller. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Robert, and to everybody there. Blessings. I just want to add a little something to the march.
Of course.
All people who have ever been a victim of crime, have a gun pointed at you, have a knife pointed at you, and your fruits and vegetables stolen from you. Once you have been a victim, you have first-hand experience to come out and vent your frustration, vent your cry for justice or injustice.
You are right, caller.
Have a blessed evening.
Thank you, sir. Hope to see you there. The caller is saying that everybody who a knife was pointed at them, a gun was pointed at them, a chain was burst off your neck, your handbag was snatched. Your opportunity to Saturday, please go on. Your opportunity. Kyle was trying to visualize what it is like, and I support him, because you tell me you wake up in the middle of the night with a noise, and when you open your eye you see 2 or 3 gunmen there. You telling me I must exercise some kind of restraint. I must exercise some kind of restraint and hope that the gunmen have mercy on me and my young daughters, and would not allow the police to come and pick up 3 dead bodies inside my house. And that is what I will support. I am not talking about shooting and killing a man in your yard, you know. I talking about a man in your house at a particular time. If we want to put a time frame, From X hour to X hour, what a man doing inside my house?
If someone breaks and enters your home,
you have to have a right.
They are inside your house. I say the law must not be that we consider what is reasonable and practical, and once you enter my house to do wrong, something, anything could take place.
To answer?
No, you have to die.
You shouldn't ask nothing.
You have to
because
die.
What a man coming in my house to do that over the night?
And I don't know who, I see Minister Hines saying that the current self-defense laws do not consist of that right now. That is wrong. Absolutely wrong. A first year law student can tell you that. That is not wrong. That is not correct. Right? The problem is the law places a burden on you still that you have to consider what is reasonably necessary. Yes, there's case law to talk about. Well, you don't have to consider the niceties of what force, and but that is when you're in charge, when you're in jail.
Exactly.
And why must you second guess yourself? You think when somebody break in my house, I stop in to go and read some case? Imagine a fella break in my house and everybody's scared, and I stop in to read a case to tell me what I could do and what. No, put it in the law. If you enter my house, you're dead.
Yeah.
If you dare and you break in, and you are there and you break in to do malintent, right? You're dead. I shouldn't have to think about that. That is obvious, and it is better we put it in statute so it is very clear so that everybody could understand. The judges, the police, everybody could read it and understand in one place. Not go and Google and find case from 19 this and 2000 and this and then read and compare. That is ridiculous.
But Kyle, that and all will be a deterrent to the home invasion.
Of course.
Because a man know that you're coming in a man's house.
You can now die.
A man coming into your house, he coming with one intent. And that intent is if he get caught or you oppose him, he will murder you guys.
Yes.
It's no games about that. A man come to do harm in your house, he already make up his mind. He tell his partner, boy, watch, if we going inside there because that thing they know, and if them people only thing up, they watch, we wetting them, That they talking, That what they say it, If they only thing up there, either they say we wetting them up or we bathing them down, You understand? That is the reality. That is the reality, but your prime minister going to play golf, Yeah. Your prime minister going to play golf. How much will die tonight and your prime minister going to play golf?
The people who advocating for this, just keep the status quo with the self-defense law where everybody must sit down and think about. Those are people who living in gated communities, millions of dollars. They probably have 3 or 4 houses. So the bandit don't know which one to go to catch them. That is ridiculous.
But they have the firearm too?
Yeah, and they have firearm.
They have firearm too? No feeling have firearm?
No, ridiculous.
Is you the businessman with your small shop? You the businessman with your small grocery? Is you seeing pressure, Is all who seeing pressure? And all they taking that?
Bandits must know that if you enter, you're losing your life. Or there's a good chance you might lose your life. That is what we want bandits to know so that they leave the house alone. And nobody is saying you must have these laws everywhere. Nobody is saying that I could go in a club and because I feel threatened I kill somebody.
Yeah.
No. The law is going to be very confined, very specific, properly drafted, that if you enter my home, my building, my home, you break in, and you're there to do something that is not authorized by me, I can kill you.
Yeah.
That is what it means. That is what, and that is not that you could invite somebody in and kill them.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. The law will exclude that.
Yeah.
It will not cover invitation.
Yeah.
We just have to think and not, make these crazy statements for,
Trinidad and Tobago, you have the ideal opportunity. And let me tell you something, We get this permission under extreme circumstance. And let me tell you something. The way the government going in sure to get a permission again. I want to tell you, added to that, Rowley could have go to fix whatever business he want to fix anytime. So let me don't get, according to the young people, let me don't get wax. Let me don't get wax on that. He could go Barbados anytime and do what he had to do. I don't know if he get wind, and let me take back that. He knows what is going to happen on Saturday. He knows. He knows exactly where all we had our intent to go.
Which is Woodford Square.
Which is Woodford Square.
So we stated in the letter.
You understand? He know, don't feel he know.
And that's where we going. Right?
And that's where we going. So to the end of the day, he could run, but he can't hide. Welcome, caller. Give me some volume, match here. Welcome, caller. We hear you.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good evening to the panel.
You had to stop listening on the radio and talk on the phone.
Saying, no bush gun and thing again. Put something we go spring back.
What you say, Hatch?
Put something we go spring back by the door and stick them in the chest or something. Yeah? It all against that.
Is that a man that make a guillotine in Marbella here once, you know? Actually, remember that? And he make jail, you know, he lick off a thief. Some man break open your house and he lick off a, I can't remember if it's a hand or whatever.
Yeah, well, I talking for Marbella self.
Well, right. Is that a man that make a guillotine and he make jail in his own house, guy?
A hand. Right where it happened.
Ah.
Right where it happened, I live in right there, Mr. Victor.
Ah, okay, I understand. Well, I gotta pass and look for you, you know. I gotta pass and look for you because it look like I gotta learn how to make that. So Trinidad and Tobago, we are between a rock and a hard place. The rock is the criminals and the hard place is Rowley. That is where we are, between a rock and a hard place. And if you want to remain between that rock and a hard place, that is a matter for you. But as for me and my family, my friends, my attorneys, these people intend to remain there. Welcome, caller.
Hello, good night, sir.
Good night.
Mr. Archie, everything good otherwise?
Very good. Go ahead.
Nice. Tell Victor otherwise that they could make a guillotine for him if he wants, eh? Right.
Well, boy, you see the way you and the last caller talking, people will resort to that. Kyle, that's what people will resort to. You just can't sit down like a kunumunu and a bully and take all of that licks, you know. People will resort to these kind of booby trap and yeah.
I'm not taking that, my brother. Because I know if anything happens to me, Kyle will take me back out from inside here. Okay, then have a blessed afternoon.
Thank you, caller. But this is where we are, Trinidad and Tobago. You have the ideal opportunity, you need to capitalize and you need to send that message strong. I am telling you, I am not mamagayan. I am not in the parang band who would just sing a song, Heinz had to go and this one had to go and that one had to go. I think that we have to take lawful action to ensure these people go Kyle.
Yeah.
That is what I think. Welcome, caller.
Good night, Mr. Roberts.
Good night.
Archie and Kyle.
Good night.
Yeah, Archie, this is the boy. You know with us.
Yeah.
Right, what I'm trying to figure out, how I want to travel up, but how to get around if I come up the highway. Travel up.
So then if you're traveling up and you're coming up, when you take the San Fernando car, you could tell the driver from there that you want to drop out in Aranguez.
All right.
Right, from San Fernando, just tell the driver, it have plenty cars.
You could take a city gate and take a
Which one are you to take a Port of Spain car?
Yeah, Port of Spain. You're coming from San Fernando, you're taking a Port of Spain car.
Yeah, or you could
but
take...
as a bus wouldn't be running that time.
Yeah.
Yes, bus will also be running. Well, better again, if you take a bus, you're dropping out.
City gate.
You're dropping, no. The bus will come down the bus route.
Yeah, so
you can drop
by the bus route there.
So, if you come with the bus, The bus passing right on the bus route, you could drop out right by around. Where's there?
Victor,
By the
this is
Savannah.
with the Almera boy.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to clear up. Archie, you ever listen Kyle voice and your voice? I almost identical, you know.
Well,
You ever listen that?
compliment for me.
What you say?
Yeah, no, I hear a song just like Kyle, and Kyle has a song like
family,
you.
man.
And Victor does song like himself.
When I want to behave bad, that is mimic Archie.
All right,
Yeah,
I just going to
reputation
give
of
all that,
being
you know.
bad.
So it take up all the bus.
Yeah,
And
the
go
bus,
to
the
the
bus will be the best bet.
And the bus could drop you right there.
Yeah, the bus is the best bet, yeah.
Even if they don't drop you
Alright,
there and they
man.
drop your city gate, you could take a maxi and come back up because
Yeah.
it's right there.
A maxi, too?
Yeah, no, if you're in city gate, you could take a maxi head and back up.
Maxi does go down the bus route too. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah,
Maxi is
Maxi is the best thing.
Yeah, Maxi is the best thing.
Port of Spain, Maxi is the best thing because they go drop you around where's it?
Yeah, they dropping it straight by the ground.
Yeah.
All right, well, good.
And when we reach down in town and you're ready to come back, you're taking a bus right City Gate and you're coming straight back Sando.
All right, well, we go link now.
Yeah, so it's an
We'll
easy
go
travel
straight
for
life,
those who coming from south.
It's my God's straight my life. All right.
Thank you, brother. So the phone lines are open. 373-5488. Go ahead, Archie.
Yes, so with people who want to drive along, you have that facility. If they want to come with a car and drive or something, people want to ride, people want to
Ride and thing, but driving on the bus route.
Yeah.
Also
no, we wouldn't be on the bus route. We're going down Eastern Main Road,
Eastern Main Road, sorry, yeah. Yeah, we on the Eastern Main Road. I suppose you could, but I mean the police.
Yeah, they will have the final say.
Yeah, they will have the final say on that day. It is really permission for a march, so come out and walk.
Yeah.
Let me burn some calories.
Well, then, in this respect, I was listening carefully to that caller, and it seems as though we could probably, at this point in time, make a request for groups and organizations to organize transport. We really didn't have time to put plenty things in place. So what we're depending on now is for people to band together and try and organize the private transport.
There are a lot of people who are already bringing people. I know that for sure.
And actually, added to that, I and Kyle and you and others, we doesn't have money to get transportation for people to come to a march. This is a crime situation that affecting everybody. You have to make a sacrifice, Archie. This is your business. This what we doing here on Saturday. This is not some political party so that somebody will gain some kind of mileage.
Yes.
This is your safety and security that we're dealing with.
I agree with you.
Right? So the people of the country, you have to make a sacrifice and you have to come out and we have to stand together and band together to get this place safe again. That is the bottom line to it. If it's a political rally or something, then some party you have to take some kind of cost bearing. But this is a situation to save your own life. This is a situation to save your children's life. This is a situation to save your mother and your father's life. This is a situation to send a message to the criminal element, and moreover to send a message to the government that we cannot continue this way. I always say, Kyle, I am not in the parang band we're singing, Rowley had to go and Hines had to go and this one had to go. But the people of the country have to come, and the man who stays and who goes.
I think I always say that activism is stronger when it's voluntary. Voluntarism. That is something that I know the UNC had many years ago and still has to a large extent. These things must be done because people want to do it.
Exactly.
They must want to do it. And your job is to convince people that they want to do it for their benefit.
Exactly.
For the benefit of the country. If you have to pay people $50, $100 to come somewhere, that can't be right. That's not right. You need to get people out, mobilize behind issues. And crime is an issue. If we can't mobilize behind crime, well then we can't mobilize behind anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember a man telling me, for anybody to get you to vote, that they get you $100 for you to vote. I said, all right, good. I said, well, let me get advice. Don't go and vote.
Yeah.
Now he telling me, boy, think real hard, boy, this man, boy. I say, me you talking to? I say, you had to pay me $100 to talk to me. Yeah, me want to hear you now. You had to pay $100 to talk to me. Me have time to waste. This is a situation that affects everybody. This is a situation that the government isn't doing anything about to protect you. So you have to understand that you have to come out and take a stand to harness and to force some sort of legislation that will bring protection to you and your family. Welcome, caller.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Victor and Kyle.
Yes, sir.
What I want to say is that I call him from Canada. I'm watching the show right now. Your Prime Minister, all the Prime Minister going for vacation in Barbados tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Some of that crime going on here.
Yes, sir.
And he said Barbados has the best golf course in the world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was reading the Trinidad Guardian news this evening on the internet. Yes, sir. And he said Barbados has the best golf course in the world. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was reading the Trinidad Guardian news this evening on the internet.
Talk in the phone, caller. We lost in your voice there. Talk in the phone. We lost in your voice a little bit.
Man, Victor, the people have to get up. If I always say when I call, if the people don't get up and do what they have to do.
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead. Yes, they have to get up.
I always say when I call, if the people don't get up and do what they have to do.
And caller, you're right. People have to get up in the country. This is not a game thing.
No, everybody has to take responsibility for their own lives, for their own families, for their country. It is your civic duty. And as your civic duty, it is your civic duty to express yourselves constitutionally and lawfully. Well, we've covered the lawful part. So now you have to come out and exercise your constitutional rights. Come out and express yourself. Come out and tell this government that you don't want them taking away legal firearms. You want them taking away illegal firearms. Right? Tell the country you don't want them spending resources to get a plane to go and abduct one man in Barbados. You want them to buy vehicles to lick up criminals in the country. Those are the kind of things the government needs to know. It needs to reprioritize, stop political persecution, start criminal prosecution. Stop political persecution, start criminal prosecution. That is what you have to do. Instead of all this nonsense you're spending money on, why not give the DPP his building? Give him his 100 and something prosecutors that he needs. Come on. That is what we have to do. That is how we have to express ourselves on Saturday.
You are right, my brother. We cannot have no half-hearted policy to deal with this criminal situation. We have to have a holistic plan to deal with it. I think that Keith Rowley should be fired immediately for leaving this country at this point, in this state, and still had the audacity to tell the population that I am going for a holiday to meet some friend and play some golf. What kind of madness is this, boy? What kind of madness is this?
Well, it just shows that he really doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's an uncaring leader. He has no compunction about citizens dying in this country by virtue of crime. He's a lazy fella. He doesn't work hard. He clearly does not want to pass laws to protect citizens. He wants to adopt government policy to assist criminals. Because when you take legal firearms away from citizens, who are you helping? Who are you helping? It's almost as if you're trying to de-arm citizens for criminals to take them apart. And I have been toying with the idea and thinking that maybe this is intentional by the government, because it is, you see, Victor, fear is the greatest tool of our dictator.
Exactly.
When a country is in fear, they're easy to control. Look at what happened during COVID. Everybody was afraid of COVID, and the government was able to do what they want. Run roughshod over everybody. So now you no longer have COVID. Let us make the population afraid of home invasion and crime and these things now. And we will do what we want. We will give contract to who we want. We will make whoever we want police commissioner. We will appoint whoever we want president, because everybody's in their house afraid. You are studying your life and your safety. You're not going to be studying these big political decisions, and you're not going to speak out. And I think this is where the government is happy that we are in a state of perpetual fear because of crime, because they think that we are easy to control when we are afraid. So one of the reasons we have to come out on Saturday is to show them we're not afraid. show them that we as a citizenry are going to come out as a population and demonstrate and express our frustration and express our discontent with your governance of our country and your governance of the crime situation in this country.
And added to that, Kyle, in that petition, we will tell the government clearly that we are prepared to give them a period of time to put holistic plans in place to address this crime situation immediately, including the removal of Fitzgerald Hines.
Yeah.
Because we cannot play no games. This is not no political game where I go in and say Hines had to go. I not going and sing a song, Hines had to go. I am doing what the Constitution allows me to do to show why Hines have to go. Yes. I am doing what the Constitution allows for me to express why Hines have to go.
Go ahead, Kola.
That is what it is.
Again, it's me again. That this is not a party problem. This is a citizen's problem.
Yes.
And we need as much people because crime is affecting us from end to end of this country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a party issue.
Yes.
It is your issue.
You're right.
So have a pleasant tea.
This is right. That's right. This is
very
a
good.
population.
Yes.
This is a Trinidadian thing. This is a country thing. This is a patriotic thing. This is a national thing.
So Kyle, we will be back here tonight. I don't know if you might be able to take time off from your schedule tonight. Tomorrow Friday, we had to wrap this thing up for Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Right? So we will have to leave it here. We is already about 10 past the hour. Kyle had a very, very hard day today. I know that for a fact because I was with him since this morning. Since this morning, I import a spin backward and forward. Shagonas with Kyle. All right?
You working just as hard as me. I'm surprised you still have all this energy. I need to start eating some of them watermelons.
Don't let Archie tell you. Don't let Archie tell you at all. Because Archie doesn't have the same energy too.
Yeah.
So here is where we'll have to leave it tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:30. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 as we wind things up for Saturday morning. Spread the word, pass the message, share it. Let the people know that we have the permission from the authorities and we will be out in our numbers and we will send that message throughout the length and breadth of this country. I am asking you to be assembled there by 12:30. We are asking you to come with your friend, come with your family, catch a ride. Stop a maxi and tell them, boy, I'm going down to the march in Aranguez. I don't have the money, but I'm going. Right? Make the effort and let us do what we have to do to make Trinidad, to make this country, to make your home, to bring some kind of sanity to this situation where at least for the time being, while you doesn't have employment and you can't find money to pay a bill, that at least you will have some comfort within the privacy of your homes. Your closing remarks, Kyle?
I agree with you. I want to endorse what you have to say. Don't leave it for someone else. Take it upon yourselves to come out there and to demonstrate and to be part of a larger movement. It's not about selfishness. Come out and be part of a larger movement to fight crime in our country.
Thank you very much. Remember, we will be back here at 6:30 tomorrow afternoon, God's willing. We ask you to stay safe as you can under these circumstances. And I do trust and hope that on Saturday we will be able to fellowship. We will be able to show that united strength in order to reduce what is happening in this country in relation to crime. God bless you. Good night.